There he is.
There he is.
Cooney.
Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness podcast. I am your host, HenDiddy, and tonight we are going off on a little adventure. I'm joined for this adventure tonight. I am joined with RaginSage.
That's good.
I'm also joined with the head of the Jaegers, Taco,
Howdy doody.
and the man of bones himself, Skeletony.
Hello.
So you guys ready to set sail on an adventure?
No.
No?
Nope.
Born ready.
I'm ready to fall asleep in a barrel and get woken up by some stupid marine.
Oh, a Marine didn't wake him up. It was Alvida's pirates.
Nope. No, that was the Marines. It was Kobe.
Well, yeah, it was Kobe. Well, no, Kobe actually wasn't the one to wake him up. Luffy actually woke
Nah, it
up
was
on his
Kobe.
own.
The only thing I know is from that is Luffy slept really good.
Yes, he did.
Probably the
Yeah,
best he ever got in his
100%.
life.
All right, you
Oh,
guys ready?
no.
So unfortunately, Kush, who co-made this list with me, is not able to make it tonight. And Killer Cope also cannot make it. But if you were here for last night's wormhole, you'll know what his round one votes are. I had him vote for at least round one last night during the wormhole. So going in, you ready for match one? Hello, Lady
Never.
Sage.
Well, let's do it.
All right, we have our number 1 seed with a 9.04 out of 10 versus our number 16 seed with a 6.34 out of 10. Hunter x Hunter versus
no.
Redo
Why is
of
this?
Healer.
Why is this on the list?
Did you not look in the characters chosen chat?
No, I didn't. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't pay attention to what it was.
We do, but we don't.
By the way, if you want a sneak
Oh.
peek of the list, the link to join the Discord will be in the bio of the YouTube video and is also in the About section of the Twitch page if you want to get a sneak peek of what's to come on these lists. So, I have a D4 here that I will roll.
How is Hunter x Hunter the highest on the list?
I have a question.
Hunter x Hunter is like the
No.
number 2 rated anime of all time behind Full Metal.
Really?
I've heard so much
Yeah.
bad stuff about Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, his name's Gon.
So I've only heard
I
one good
think-
thing. It was Kayla.
Yeah, that's the only good thing.
I think
Kurapika has some
you
pretty
mean
cool
hiatus,
moments.
hiatus, but
So the
Say
manga,
Kurapika's pretty cool.
as far as I know, the manga is actually rated lower.
would make sense.
Yeah, there's bad parts. There's Gon and Hisoka. That's enough said.
Yeah, Hisoka, it wasn't the best character choice for Tagashi.
Good moments, good parts. Killua, obvious, and Kurapika, obvious.
So the manga,
Everyone else.
the manga is an 8.73 and it's ranked 42.
How? How was? I don't get how Hunter x Hunter has such a high score.
And yeah,
It doesn't
it's
make
actually
sense, I
ranked
agree.
8th with a 9.04.
It doesn't make sense.
There are 7
God.
above it. We know Full Metal is the top one. So let's see. Yeah, Full Metal's number 1 with a 9.1. Steins Gate's 2 with a 9.07. Then Bleach with a 9.06. Gintama Season 3 with a 9.06. Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 with a 9.05. Gintama Season 2 with a 9.04. Gintama the Final with a 9.04. And then Hunter x Hunter with a 9.04.
Okay, it's okay. Gintama holds 3 of the top 8 spots. I'll take it.
It holds 4 of the top 10 because it's at number 10 too.
Oh, God, that's great. when you thought your funny little parody manga would pop off and become one of the best shows.
Oh, the same thing happened with freaking One Punch Man.
That's true, but I don't think One Punch Man is the same degree as
One Punch was
Gintama.
a gag. It was a web comic gag. And it got
Yeah, it started off like that.
It started off as the webcomic's already done. Like I'm pretty sure the series is already completed on the webcomic.
I'm pretty sure.
And then yeah, Shueisha was like, "Oh, we'll pick this up."
As I just picked it up and it just after it took off.
So the D4 landed on a 2. So Sage, you start us off, and I will let everyone know what Cope's vote was after everyone else here has voted.
I was just gonna say before we vote, we should hear his vote first.
You're gonna hear it after
Why?
y'all vote.
He's a pity king. He's the pity king. He has to get pity votes.
Not right now because he's not here.
Well, technically he is here for the first.
For the first round, he's here.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Afterwards, he's not.
That's fair.
But Zach, did you mind? Oh, sorry, did it?
Repeat.
Can you give me? Oh,
Bro, last week is happening again already.
I know. Can I get a little bit of what redo of healer is?
Oh no! We
Zach,
can't openly talk about it. We
I
can't
only
openly
know
talk
a
about
little
it.
bit of Hunter x Hunter, so I want to try to make this at least like because I've never seen either of them. So I want
what
to try
I
to give
can-
at
what
least
I can-
Hunter x
He's going
Hunter
to
at
have
least
to
a
message
fighting.
you.
What I can say about Redo of Healer is there is the main character is in this fantasy world. It's not an isekai, but in this fantasy world, this guy gets healing capabilities awakened, and it's seen as a pretty rare thing.
Okay.
So the pink-haired lady, who is the princess of the land, as soon as his powers
Okay.
awaken, send for him to get taken to the kingdom. He gets abused in all different types of ways, and he finds out a way to go back in time to when his powers awakened. And basically, instead of getting caught by her and getting used by her in many ways, a lot of them are X-rated. He finds a way to fake it and then break out of it and kidnap her and do a bunch of X-rated things to her. And that's about as far as I've gotten in the series. That's like the first episode.
It's a revenge plot. Basically, everyone who wronged him, he's going back to wrong them.
In an adult X-rated way.
Okay.
It is definitely
Yes.
not an anime for you or Taco.
It's not an anime. It's an H anime.
Oh, it is still technically an anime. It's under the erotic,
Well,
but
yeah.
it's not an actual hentai.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure the
I'm
only
pretty
place
sure
it is.
the only no, it's actually
pretty sure
not.
it is.
It's actually not. If you go on Mal, it's actually not listed as a hentai. Like I will pull up right now on Mal
I'm not gonna lie. I don't always trust Mal on whatever they say.
because
There's
you
not
can
one
watch it.
authoritarian figure.
You can watch it on
Or-
High Dive. Yeah, it's harem time travel, and the genres are adventure, drama, fantasy, erotica.
I don't regret looking this up on my computer.
It is not
Okay.
a hentai at all. Because even though it has those themes, it's R
Yeah,
plus
there's-
for mild nudity.
But it's still not good for anybody to watch
even
unless it's
though-
for that reason. So.
Even though it's on High Dive, the other place that it's on where it's actually better to watch it, from what I've heard from somebody who has watched the whole series, Haname is the best place to watch it, apparently. So that's the most I can really tell you about Redo of Healer.
So that,
Oh, God.
that is fine.
Don't let the
I was like,
cover
oh, yeah,
don't let
maybe,
the
yeah.
cover fool
It's-
you.
Fully.
Oh,
Well, that's what
God.
it's like. Kind of like I'm gonna need a little explanation of this. Cover looks innocent enough. What's up with
It
it?
looks fun.
Uh,
What
the name's kind of
hell?
innocent as
Okay.
well.
What the
What
hell?
are you reading,
Apparently,
Tony?
this author, I think, made another. The author of that made a not nearly as bad, very PG, only not PG, but at least friendlier series. So they also wrote the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat.
They wrote that. Wow.
The same author, yep. So they're both seinen, but
He has a lot of
yeah.
X-rated manga under his belt as well.
Oh, so he's the modern day Jiraiya.
Here's the synopsis that Mal gives. When Kenjiro acquired his powers as a hero who specialized in healing all injuries regardless of severity, it seemed that he would walk the path to a great future. But what awaited him instead was a great agony. He was subjected to years of seemingly endless hellish torture and abuse. Kenryu's healing skills allowed him to secretly collect the memories and abilities of those he treated, gradually making him stronger than anybody else. But by the time he reached his full potential, it was far too late. He had already lost everything. Determined to put his life back on track, Kenryu decided to unleash a powerful healing spell that rewound the entire world back to the time before he began to suffer his horrible fate. Equipped with the anguish of his past, he vows to redo everything in order to fulfill a new purpose to exact revenge upon those who have wronged him. That is a very PG synopsis.
They made
So
that
that's
very family friendly.
See, that description sounds so much better than than what the actual show
Yeah, it
is.
sounds a lot better, but it's definitely not at all what it is.
I think
I mean, it is, but it's just not the way it
It
is.
is, but it's very,
this
very
originally
PG-13.
this aired in winter of 21, and I think it was because it popped up on my Mal as an airing series. I read that synopsis. I was like, oh, I'll watch this. And then I watched the first episode and go, oh, this was nothing like the synopsis said. And it's been on hold ever since.
It should be placed on indefinite hold, but
They're like, maybe we'll go back to it.
So with that, what is your vote for, Sage?
All right. If it was the second description and was the actual show, I would have been the redo healer, but I'm gonna have to give it to Hunter x Hunter, sadly.
Hunter. Just a
that's
fair,
so fair,
just
though.
a fair warning. Cope gave his prediction on who he thinks is going to win this, and he said One Piece.
Because he's probably right.
I also have that fair belief.
Taco, what is your vote
See,
for?
look what I said. It's gonna happen.
Sadly, as well, Hunter x Hunter.
Sadly,
Yeah, I don't like the show very much. The only reason why I got through it was because of Killua, and that was literally it.
I told him.
I still think Hunter x Hunter is a better show than Redo a Healer.
Oh yeah, without.
Well, I haven't seen the other one, but I've seen Hunter x Hunter. But yeah.
Chamber, here goes a message.
I have so I told Cope that I have a feeling that only two people. It's a Chamber of Secrets, Tony. There's no rules. You could spell that word completely out.
Bro, I don't want to, man. Wrong. It's gross.
I told him I think two people are gonna vote for One Piece in the final. I think One Piece is gonna make it to the final. That person who would be the second vote isn't here, but there's a certain other one that I picked to be the winner of it all, and I think you three are probably gonna vote for it. But with that said, Tony, what is your vote for?
Hunter x Hunter.
All right.
That's the only right vote for this.
And my vote is also for Hunter x Hunter. And that means with Cope's vote, it is a sweep. Cope also voted for Hunter.
Say, if your vote was for the other one, I'd be looking at you a little bit different.
I was debating it. I was honestly debating it. Then I'm like, wait, I'm wearing a Hunter x Hunter hat
That's
tonight.
sus.
All right, match 2. We have Suzume with an 8.38 out of 10, being our number 5 seed, versus So I'm a Spider, So What, with a 7.45 out of 10 in the number 12 seed.
Mm.
And I am first this time, and I'm going to be voting for Suzume. Tony, you're up.
Oh boy. I'm voting for Summer Spider. So what? I watched that all, and honestly, if it wasn't for the animation being outsourced to a different company that came back looking worse than what it was, it'd be a lot better. But
Cope said, oh
that's the
boy. I
main
don't
problem.
know if Cope is in the chat or not, but...
Yeah, don't know, but yeah. But yeah, my vote's for So Spider. Good show, good story. Just to kind of jump around a bit.
I didn't mind So What, So I'm a Spider, So What. I have a arachnophobia, so it was a struggle to actually watch like the first half of it.
Fair. That was fake focused mostly on the spider. So
But once I got into the latter half,
Hey,
it got
don't feel
pretty
bad.
good. But Suzume blew like it. Suzume, if it wasn't for One Piece Film Red, which I don't think they're considered in the same release year, but say One Piece Film Red never released, Suzume would have broken the opening box office weekend record from Demon Slayer.
probably.
It was that good, and I screwed up trying to give Cope a synopsis of it last night. So for you two, I'm going to actually bring up the true synopsis now.
All right.
So yes, they are both 2022. This came out in November 2022.
Cool.
But here's the synopsis.
Film Red was earlier, wasn't it?
It came out in America in October, I think, or November. Suzume didn't come out in America until 2023.
Okay, so yeah, both times Film Red was earlier then.
Yeah. But here's the synopsis. On her way to school one day, Suzume Iwoto stumbles upon Sota Munakata, a young man searching for abandoned areas. The high school girl directs Sota to the nearby ruin, but only out of pure curiosity, she herself decides to head to the same destination. Once there, Suzume discovers an isolated door with a dreamlike universe lying beyond it. A place that she can see and feel but not enter. A strange stone resets on the ground nearby, but then it turns into a cat-like creature and scurries away. When Suzume lifts it, suddenly afraid, she heads back towards her school, not realizing that her act of leaving the door open will have consequences. With the keystone released, the evil within the other universe can now freely escape and wreak havoc throughout Japan. Intending to correct her dangerous mistake, Suzume joins Sota, whose true goal is to prevent evil from festering and finding and unlocking all open doors before the country is destroyed.
Interesting.
And like I said, it was a beautiful cinematic masterpiece. Makoto Shinkai was the person who created it, and I believe he was also the creator of... Yeah, he was also the director of Your Name and creator of Weathering with You. And he also was part of the team for 5 centimeters per second. And it's another one that's said to possibly be in the same universe as Your Name. Kind of like how Weathering with You is in the same universe as Your Name. So all three of them are connected.
I could believe that.
It was a beautiful masterpiece. Like, yes, the cat reminded me of Cube at first. Because you can see the little cat at the bottom at their feet on the image I'm using.
Yep, I see it now.
But don't worry, the cat is nothing like Cube.
Thank God.
With that said, Taco, what is your vote?
So to play off your point of the whole arachnophobia thing, so does someone else in here at the moment. Okay, so that makes me kind of want to vote for So
Hey.
I'm a Spider just because.
Okay, so
I did watch it. It
it's
was really
it's the first couple episodes because it's when we're getting introduced to the world, and the main character got reincarnated as one of these spider monsters.
That's fair, but my vote does go to Suzume.
All right.
But yeah, I feel like it was so tempting just because.
And Sage, what is your vote for?
I'm gonna vote for Suzume because fuck spiders.
See.
All right. And with that, Suzume is going to win 3-2. Cope also voted for So I'm a Spider, so what?
I bet
man.
he did.
It was one of the better
It's a
Crunchyroll
good
originals.
show.
Crunchyroll took over on the animation of it, and they did a better job than they did with Tower of God. He should have a vote. He's not here.
I
Yes, he's not going to have a vote in round 2, the semifinals or the finals. Um, We went through the bracket last night, and he gave his votes. So if you want to see him give his votes, the wormhole will be up on. I think it's still up on the Twitch for the video on display, but it will be up on YouTube on Thursday. With that said, going into
I'm
match
going to disagree with
3,
you on Tower of God's animation being better than Soma Spider or worse than Soma Spider, but
it's worse because the way that they tried to do like 100 some chapters in 12 episodes, they screwed up on the pacing.
they really didn't though.
If you actually
As
read,
one
if
who's
you read,
watched it all and read it,
you've read the manhwa,
I, Tower of God.
not Tower of God, the God of High School is what I meant.
No, that one. Yeah, no, that one I can agree with.
I don't think did
You
Crunchyroll
said
do
Tower of God. I'm like
is a Tower
Tower
of
of God's a
God.
Crunchyroll original.
Okay, I haven't watched that one yet. I've
Yep.
only read the first like 28 episodes of it.
hmm
But with that said, this match is where I think the second finalist and the winner is coming from. Where we have our number 3 seed with an 8.64 out of 10, Made in Abyss, versus our number 14 seed with a 7.01 out of 10, Pokemon. Sage, you are up first.
This is easy Pokemon.
That's why I think Pokemon is going to win it all. Taco.
Ooh.
Oh, Pokemon, easy. No easy. Pokemon, I choose you.
Oh
Tony.
my goodness. Uh, I looked at this vote and I'm like, oh dang, that's really hard. Because like Made in Abyss is a really good like world building show. Like it's
It's a
amazing for
great
that.
adventure.
But it's Pokemon.
Problem is
Yell at me.
that it's
Nostalgia, 100%
Pokemon.
stole that.
But it's Pokemon, man.
It's not even nostalgia. Pokemon has such a great world. You can literally make any world in Pokemon and give it a story, and it
Especially
probably works.
the new series.
Clearly, look at all the games they made.
The new series that's out is also like doing a lot more with the world building, just like how the new games are.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you 100%. I have not watched a single episode of Pokemon past the end of Pokemon Series XY. So
You're not missing much
I
after
never
Indigo League,
made
in my
it.
personal
I
opinion.
never made it to XY.
I watched
Honestly,
probably the latter half of the Sinnoh seasons.
I think I've only made it through Gen
Nova.
2 of the anime.
yeah, same.
I'm not gonna lie, Hoenn, very good for a show. The problem is just that was still when 4Kids had the dub rights to it, so a lot of the pronunciations are wrong for Pokemon.
Jelly Donuts.
And that too. But honestly, after Hoenn, Pokemon Company got their hands on it, every pronunciation was
I mean,
boom,
Ash is still
fixed.
Ash.
Ash is still Ash, but
I think Brock
Well,
is
yeah,
still
he's Ash.
Brock and Misty's still Misty, unless you watch the subversion where it's Satoshi for Ash.
well, yeah, because that's his name over there.
I can't even remember what Brock and Misty's
Hey,
actual
hey.
names are.
It's Ash.
That's a good question.
I'm pulling it up right now.
All I know is, Tony, if this sways your vote, remember, Meowth. That's me.
Takeshi for Brock.
Takeshi for Brock.
Yeah, Takeshi.
Takeshi.
And
Kasumi
Misty
for
is
Misty.
Kasumi.
Jesse and James were. James was Kojiro. And Jesse was Musashi.
Okay.
And Meowth was Nyarth.
Should be whatever his Japanese Pokemon name
Huh.
was.
Well, no, it would just be Meowth then, because like Togepi's Togepi, Mewtwo's Mewtwo, Meowth is Nyarth.
No, they have different names in Japan. They're called different things. Yeah,
That's
in Japan,
Meowth.
his name is. Yeah, I'm saying that's Meowth in Japanese. It's Nyarth. That's his Pokemon name.
Then how come Pikachu's still the same? Togepi's still the same?
Because
Apom.
those are the ones that they left the same. Because they're the bigger ones. Like, okay, hold on. Apom's the same?
Yeah, Apom's the same. Ekans is Arbo. Arbok is still Arbok.
Well, okay, it's not the exact same, but you're right. It is pretty close.
Grimer is Bet Better. Muck is Betabon.
Don't forget, Japan also really likes German words as well.
Electrode is Briridama. Espeon is Blackie.
I don't think I believe that, but I'm gonna look it up so I can see for myself. I don't want to believe that,
Snubble
but I
is
feel like it could be
Boo.
true. Okay, I have no idea where you got that from. I looked up on this website that has it in other languages. It has its like I don't even know how to read that. But this is what it has on this website.
Ify? That's.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Umbreon is Blackie.
Umbreon.
Espeon, yeah,
Maybe
Ify.
Umbreon.
I just came across Espeon.
It is Blackie. Okay, that's really weird.
Yeah.
I can
Venusaur
believe
is
it, but that's weird.
Fushigibana. Bulbasaur is Fushigidane.
Something.
And Ivysaur is Fushigiso.
That's probably a reference to something. I want to feel.
Arcanite. Is Arcanite the first evolution or second?
Second.
So, whatever the first or evolution is Guardy. Machamp is Gorky. Dragonair
Growlithe,
is
that's his name.
Growlithe. Dragonair is Hakaru. Skizor is Hassam.
Really? Skeezor.
Yes.
It's a pun on scissor.
Yes.
It's Scizor.
It's Hassam.
Don't say Skeezor. No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying the other one. You said Skeezor. It's Scizor, like a pun on scissors.
Shut up. Staryu
Right,
is
my vote-
Staryu is Hitodamon. Charmander is Hitokage. If you break
He's
that
the
apart,
seventh Hokage?
if you break that apart, that's literally Shadow Human. Because Hito means human and Kage means
Charmander?
shadow. Yeah.
Hold on.
All I heard was just Charmander's
Pull
the
it up
seventh
now.
Hokage. Not kidding.
Geodude is Ichisobute. Onyx is Ewark. And I'm probably butchering some of these pronunciations.
Probably, but that's what we do. as
Police
Americans.
officer Jenny is Junsa. Snorlax is Kabigon. Dragonite is
Oh,
Kairyu.
it has 3 different translations. Has for Charmander at least, it's figure, soul, or man's shadow.
Yeah, man's shadow makes sense because Hito is human and Kage is shadow. War Turtle is Kamiel. Blastoise is Comics. Farfetch is Kamonegi.
They really do got some wild names.
Psyduck is Koduck. Magikarp is Koi King.
They do got
Rattata
some
is
weird names,
Korata.
but then again, it's also not.
No way. This is just lazy.
Mm.
Charmeleon is just Lizardo.
All right.
And Charizard
Hold
is
on here.
Lizardon. That's just lazy.
Lizardo. Oh, you're telling me snake backwards and cobra backwards aren't?
Yeah, but who really thinks about Ekans and Arbok?
I don't know, everyone who grew up with Pokemon, because that's Jesse and James's teams.
Ekans.
But Charmeleon and Charizard are way more popular. And
They're
it's
overrated.
Lizardo and Lizardon.
Whoa. Charizard's not overrated.
I will
Charmeleon.
agree with
I see, Taco.
I actually agree with Tony on that take.
Oh,
But it's
hell
also
no.
not- it's the correct take. Charizard's overrated.
No.
Hey, Taco, you want to know something?
Sure.
Typhlosion, the firefighter from the next game, has
Yes.
the same learn set and same stat total as Charizard.
Hey. But
Well, actually,
Charizard can
that's not
fly.
same learn
He's a
set,
dragon.
but
That's much cooler.
he's not a dragon type.
He's not dragon type.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
fire
He can
flying.
fly.
He's fire flying. He's not
Hey,
dragon.
hey. Still can fly. Kind of looks like a dragon. That's enough for me.
Ditto is Metamon. That sounds like a Digimon.
Makes sense. Well, they're both okay. One's digital monsters, one's pocket monsters. All right, you can only get so far away.
Yeah.
Executor is Nasi.
Listen, man, they knew what they were doing when they made these names.
I'm not sure they did.
No, they did.
All I'm saying is they smoked
Here's
a
a-
lot of
here's-
pot
here's a
and
question
dropped a
for you
lot of
guys.
MDMA.
Here's a question for you guys: what was the first Pokemon?
Wasn't it Arcanine? Not Arcanine. Arceus.
That's one answer.
I mean, it's the god of
I want to hear
Pokemon.
what Taco and Sage. I want to hear what Taco and Sage say first.
I cannot for the life of me remember.
Are you talking
I
about
will
like
toss a random ass one that I know was.
Are you talking about like
This
inverse?
is the question. The question is just what was the first Pokemon? Because there are
Inverse?
many answers to this question.
Inverse or in like our world? Like, what was the first one thought of?
It's just that's just this question. There's many answers to it because there's many different first Pokemons.
I'd have to go with Arceus then. Like inverse, it makes sense that Arceus
you're
is
correct.
the first.
You're correct with that. Arceus is the first Pokemon made in Pokemon Universe. However, the first one designed with the intent of being
It's
a
Rhydon,
Pokemon.
right?
Yep.
Ah! Look at me now.
I honestly couldn't fucking remember.
Yeah, I didn't know which one was first designed. I knew like inverse, the first Pokemon is Arceus because it's the god of Pokemon, is the one that created the Pokemon.
Yeah. But technically, the first Pokemon ever designed was
Right on.
Diglett.
No, Diglett?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was not with the intent of being a Pokemon. However, the creator's child drew it.
With that said, what is your
So,
vote, Tony?
Pokemon. I did say that in the middle of that, but it was also in the middle of that. So,
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you wanted that giant thing and you didn't vote for Pokemon, I would have like found you in person. I would have found you.
Well, my vote is Made in Abyss.
no, that's fair. Completely
Uh,
fair. No, it's completely fair for him to do that.
It-
Made in Abyss is a great show.
It takes adventure to a whole nother level. Like, they're literally exploring an endless abyss.
that's fair.
Where if you try to rise up from the abyss from a certain level, it turns you to mush. And it's known as the Curse of the Abyss.
Fair.
I just realized we jokingly should have put Adventure Time in this one, just because Adventure's in the name.
Adventure Time!
Go on and grab your friends. So with Cope's vote, that makes Pokemon the winner 4-1. Moving on to match 4, we got our number 6 seed with an 8.23 out of 10, Heavenly Delusion, or Tengoku Daimakyo. And at number 11, we have,
Bless you.
with a 7.71 out of 10, Tsukumichi Moonlit Fantasy. And
Double bless you.
I'm going to be voting for Heavenly Delusion. Tony,
Who?
you're up to vote, Tony.
Hello? Who? Okay, I hear who you said.
Yeah, I voted for Heavenly Delusion.
I just heard the E sound. No, I just heard the E sound. Now, I know there's only me with an E sound in the name. However, does not mean that was what came through. My vote was going to be for Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy,
Taco,
as that is the one I have watched. So,
you need to get on Heavenly Delusion.
I don't know about that one. I know everyone's praising it, but like,
Dude, it's worth
I'll
the
go with
praise.
Moonlit Fantasy.
I'm sure it is, but
Like,
it's not how I watch my shows.
it's just really freaking good. Sage, you're up.
I'll give my vote to Heavenly Delusion.
Alright, and with that, Heavenly Delusion is the winner, because that's also what Cope voted for. So Heavenly Delusion wins 3-2. Moving on to the next match, we have our number 4 seed with an 8.54 out of 10 ranking of Kings versus our number 13 seed with a 7.36 out of 10 Eden's Zero. Sage, you are up.
I'm gonna vote for Ranking of Kings.
All right. Taco?
What was the last one you said?
Eden Zero. It's the
I'm gonna go with Eden Zero.
yeah, it's the new series done by the creator of Fairy Tail.
I'm gonna go Eden Zero.
All right, Tony.
I'm also going to go with Eden Zero.
And me myself, I am going with Ranking of Kings. Now, it's a bit of a controversy to have a Ranking of Kings in the adventure because it hasn't really, the adventure part of it really hasn't started yet. There was a small adventure by Bochi in the first season, but the next season is where the actual adventure is going to commence. But with that said, Cope voted for Eden Zero, so Eden Zero is the winner here, 3-2. When in the
Wait,
match, what?
I didn't understand that. My brain was like turned
Oh,
off for a second.
ranking a
Who won?
king. Eden 0-1.
Okay.
In our next match, we have our number 7 seed with an 8.22 out of 10, To Your Eternity, versus the number 10 seed with an 8.03 out of 10, Yona of the Dawn. And I am going to be using my round 1 pass here. So Tony, you're up.
To Your Eternity.
Taco?
Hmm. I'll go to your eternity.
Sage?
I'm also going to toss my vote for 2 Year Eternity.
And I think I'm also going to have... It's hard to... They're both really good. I feel like Yona of the Dawn got cut short because it has yet to get a second season, even though it is the longest running shoujo series with 38 volumes out currently in English. And I believe volume 40 is about to release in Japan. So it is the longest running shoujo, and yet it has not gotten a second season that it so rightfully deserves. So I think I'm going to have to go with 2 Year Eternity, and that makes the 2 Year Eternity sweep Yona of the Dawn, because that's also what Cope voted for. Also, if you didn't know, the creator of 2 Year Eternity is also the same creator of A Silent Voice. So you know emotions are hitting hard in this series. Match 7, we have our number 8 seed and our number 9 seed, both with 8.17s out of 10. So we had to go off manga ratings. So the number 8 seed with a manga rating of 8.64 is Golden Kamuy. And our number 9 seed with a manga rating of 8.29 is Detective Conan. Case closed. Sage, you're up first. Do you need a synopsis of one or either of these series?
I have to get with. I'm going to need one of both.
Okay. So I'm pulling up the Golden Kamuy one from Mao, because Detective Conan is a pretty easy one. In the early 1900s, Hokkaido, after the Ryosu Japanese War, Sachi Sugimoto tirelessly pans for gold, nicknamed Sugimoto the Immortal, for his death-defying acts in battle. The ex-soldier seeks fortune in order to fulfill a promise made to his best friend before he was killed in action, to support his family, especially his widow, who needs treatment overseas for her deteriorating eyesight. One day, a drunken companion tells Sugimoto the tale of a man who murdered a group of Ainu and stole a fortune in gold. Before his arrest by the police, he hid the gold somewhere in Hokkaido. The only clue to his location is the coded map he tattooed on the bodies of his cellmates in exchange for a share of the treasure, should they manage to escape and find it. Sugimoto does not think much of the tale until he discovers the drunken man's corpse bearing the same tattoos described in the story. But before he can collect his thoughts, a grizzly bear, the cause of the man's demise, approaches Sugimoto. Intent on finishing her meal, he is saved by a young Anu girl named Aspraya, whose father happened to be one of the murdered Anu. With Aspraya's hunting skills and Sugimoto's survival instincts, the pair agree to join forces and find the hidden treasure. One to get back what was rightfully her people's, and the other to fulfill his friend's dying wish.
Okay.
I just read the Chamber of Secrets chat. So that's Golden Kamuy.
Just seen it.
Detective Conan is about a detective who gets something. I can't remember. I don't know what exactly happens, but he gets put into a child's body and he has to go solving cases. Hence the name
Okay.
Detective Conan.
Okay.
It is actually a manga that's been going on longer than One Piece, but since it's not one coherent story, it actually does not compete with One Piece for the longest continuous story. And it actually has like 1,100 episodes.
But I'm probably gonna have to give my vote to Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy? Alright, Taco?
Yep.
Taco?
We'll go Golden Kamu. Is that right? I hope I didn't butcher that.
Kamuy?
I was right.
Alright. Tony?
Golden Kamuy.
Alright, and my vote is also for Golden Kamuy. So with that, and Cope's vote, Golden Kamuy sweeps Detective Conan. And in our final match, I have a very good feeling I know how this is going to go. With our number 2 seed with an 8.70 out of 10, One Piece, versus our number 15 seed with a 6.36 out of 10. I got a cheat skill in Another World and became unrivaled in the Real World 2. That's a mouthful. My vote is going to be for One Piece. Tony?
One Piece.
Taco? Taco?
We're taking this to heart here. This is a tough one. It's really tough. Super tough. One Piece.
And Sage?
One Piece.
I am not, sir. That is mean. Well played.
And with that, and with Cope's vote, One Piece sweeps. I got a cheat skill in Another World and became unrivaled in the Real World 2.
I think it's like fucking criminal that One Piece isn't one for adventure.
It's because its ratings an 8.7.
That's criminal.
And Hunter x Hunter's a 9.04.
Yet again, criminal.
Hey man, I don't make the ratings. One Piece is rated One Piece at 10.
Oh no. I know it's not you, but I'm just saying that is criminal.
I think I gave Hunter x Hunter a 9.
Hunter x Hunter, it shouldn't even be a 9.
To you, it
should
should
like a negative. No, it should be like a -4 because Gon's the main character.
So, it's seen as that, but it's also seen as all 4 of them are the main characters. Kind of like how
Tony's laughing.
kind of how like Luffy's the main character of One Piece.
That's fine, but Luffy's
But
a good main character.
But a lot of the time, it's seen as the Straw Hats are the main characters, like the crew.
That's still fine because all the crew is great.
-4 because of Gon alone.
So a lot of people.
Gon is so bad.
It's kind of like with like
how you're the main character
with Fairy
and your
Tail.
strongest move literally kills you. Literally kills you.
What, you're talking about when he was facing Neferpito?
Yes.
So the only reason it basically killed him, and it didn't actually kill him, it took away his ability to use Nen. because he used a forbidding technique to age himself.
It was to use all power he would have, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was to
Are we
use all
forgetting season
power.
1 of My Hero Midoriya?
Okay. Here. Let me reword this. His strongest move made him basically skip into puberty. Done.
It skipped like 30 years. He was in his mid-30s in that form.
Okay, so he skipped puberty with his strongest move.
And it wasn't just skipping, it was taking all the power that he currently had and would potentially have in the future.
Killua still solos.
See, the thing is, Killua doesn't have as much potential as Gon has.
I think Killua has more potential because Gon's like, I think one of the lowest ranked characters of his own show.
I think you have to go read the Dark World arc, which is right after the Chimera Ant in the manga.
I can't. If it deals with Gon, it's not getting done.
It's from what I've heard.
I'm just being honest with you.
This story gets so much different.
Okay. Here's the best way I could put it. The way you're with Yuji, I am with Gon. It's just not gonna happen.
See, I say that, you say that, but you don't realize what's happening in the manga right now. Granted, Yuji doesn't have much of a presence in the manga right now, given what's going on.
See, no, I love Yuji. I think Yuji's great.
Yuji starts to get better with the Shibuya, with like post Shibuya during the Culling game.
Say, I like Yuji from the jump. Personally.
I also like Yuji from the jump.
Gon, I can't stand. Couldn't stand him the first episode till I finished it. I could not stand Gon.
I don't like Gon either. Gon's nowhere near my favorite character of the series. My favorite character is Kurapika.
That's fair, but look, it proves my point even more.
But there's a lot of series like that. Like, you like Yuji, but look at JJK as a whole with the fan base. Yuji has never been in the top 3 favorite characters.
Oh no. Yuji's not my favorite character. My favorite character from JJK is Gojo. That's probably never going to change for me.
The thing I'm getting at is like, in the character popularity poll, Yuji has never been in the top 3.
Which is fine, but Yuji's still a better character than Gon.
And like my favorite character from JJK is freaking Maki.
That's fine. Maki's really
I'm about to hit you with the statement that you're gonna hate. The way you feel about Gon is how I feel about Gojo.
That's fine.
Bro.
That's fine.
Bro, I'm like that with Gojo as well. Gojo's actually
thinking wrong, but like that's fine.
In Hidden Inventory, in Gojo's flashback in Hidden Inventory, Gojo's amazing.
Gojo's great to begin with.
In the current chapters of the manga, Gojo is like, this is peak Gojo. But like season 1 Gojo, I'm just like, oh come on already.
Him flexing on everybody just because he can is kind of funny.
I just mind him flexing. I like the way he did his flexing in Zero, where when he's in the fisticuffs with Miguel, he just freaking randomly slaps him.
Nah, my favorite flex moment for Gojo was fighting Magma with Yuji when he brings back Yuji with him on purpose.
Oh, Jugo.
Yeah. He literally just goes, you know what? I'm going to go get Yuji, teleports back, and then proceeds to whip out the domain expansion just because he can.
I really like Gojo.
No. The reason he whipped out the domain expansion was not just because he can. Jugo did his domain expansion. And Gojo's like,
Gojo.
Do you know what happens when 2 domain expansions clash? And Jugo's like, huh? And Gojo's like, the stronger one takes over. And then goes domain expansion. He had it. Yeah. It wasn't for no reason. It was not for no reason. He did his domain expansion to cancel out Jugo's domain expansion while also teaching Itadori about domain expansion battles.
And thirdly,
teach Yuji about it.
Flexing.
It wasn't meant to be a flex. It wasn't for no reason.
It didn't have to be.
Purpose behind it. It wasn't like Escanor, whose literal existence is a flex.
Well, yeah, it's true, but still. But yeah, Gon sucks. That proves my point. Gon sucks.
That's your own opinion. Like, I'm not gonna deny that, but don't dox the whole series because of Gon. I don't dox JJK
It's so
because of
hard,
Yuji.
man.
I don't
Dude,
dox
okay.
JJK because of Yuji.
But it's so hard, man. When you like Gon's not a good character, and then every time you see Gon, you see Hisoka, and then everyone knows about Hisoka, which we don't talk about him.
So in the manga,
It,
Hisoka. So you know what Hisoka's goal is, right?
oh, Gon.
He actually doesn't get like that past where the anime animated.
Yeah, but like it's
He's
so bad, man.
solely Hisoka is like hell bent on fighting Chrollo.
That's fine. That's
And
awesome.
in like Hisoka gets redemption in the freaking manga with his Chrollo fight.
That's awesome. I mean, Hisoka's like, besides like the Gon stuff and kind of, I don't know if I could really say that right now, but I have to mention that in the
Gon.
yeah, like every time you see Gon, you know you're about to see Hisoka, and every time I see Hisoka, I just want to turn it off. Not fairy tale, but
So, like I said, in the if you pick up the manga where the anime ended, I 90% sure that Hisoka does not have moments like that ever again.
you get my point though, right?
Oh my god.
Either way, I'm rolling the D4. We got a 1, so I go first. So it's Hunter x Hunter versus Suzume. And I have to vote for Suzume here. Sage?
I'm also voting Suzume.
Taco?
I'm gonna vote for Killua. That's about it.
Dude, you turn around and vote for Hunter x Hunter after bashing it.
Well, I've never seen Suzume, but I really like Killua. So,
Tony?
I haven't seen either of these things, so give me your best argument for both.
I like them both. I think the reason I voted for Suzume is because I'm more of a fan of the way that like the Studio Ghibli and all that, and especially Makoto Shinaki portray storytelling. Like it's such a unique way of storytelling that
Okay.
it's mainly that makes me vote for Suzume. Sage, what was your reasoning behind your vote or argument?
I just want to get Hunter x Hunter out of here.
You know what? That is probably the fairest statement I've heard all day. Hunter x Hunter.
see,
Taco, do you
like,
have are you gonna defend Hunter x Hunter now?
I just voted for Hunter x Hunter. I'm voting
no,
for Hunter
I
x Hunter.
mean, like, okay, like the show's not bad. Like it's not one of my favorites. Like the show's overall not bad. Like, yeah, there's really bad parts of Hunter x Hunter. Like I've multiply said multiple times, Gon, but
Gone.
Killua kind of saved the show, in my humble opinion. Like if Killua,
Kurapika's flex in York New.
Don't be humble
yeah,
about your opinion,
Kurapika
Taco.
too,
Be prideful in it.
but if Killua was the main character, Hunter x Hunter would be a better show.
See, and that's why I bring up the fact that people will say, like, yeah, it's Leorio, Killua, Gon, and Kurapika are the main characters together. Kind of like Fairy Tail. The guild itself is the main character. Or Straw Hat
But
Crew
Fairy
are the
Tail
main characters.
did it right.
Because if you
But
realize,
they did.
the real main character of Fairy Tail is actually Lucy.
Nah,
See, I think it's Natsu.
Shut up.
It's not. That's a big. That's
Nah, it's
fans
Natsu.
headcanon.
It's Natsu.
That is fan
Nah, it's
headcanon.
Natsu.
The main character and
I'm a fan,
narrator.
and now it's headcanon. Natsu. But yeah, like I don't hate Hunter x Hunter.
Altario, thank you for the follow.
It's just the fact. If Killua was the main character, it would be so much better.
What world
What
of an
world of an
anime would you
anime?
like to be, but not being the main character?
Not
Interesting
being the
choice.
main character.
You aren't the MC, but you're in that world.
My Hero Academia, easy.
With what's going on now?
In general, My Hero. Hey, they never said I couldn't be a hero or whatever. I'm just not the main character.
Bro, I'm just this regular ass dude just chilling in the bunker trying to live my
Yeah.
life.
With what's going on now in My Hero, I would not
That's
want to
fine.
be there.
Well,
I think the
No.
easiest one that I'd have to say is probably Hunter x Hunter, because I just could be a normal ass civilian, nowhere near the Chimera ants, nowhere near York New with all the gang stuff. I could just be, let me live on Whale Island.
no, I'm going the
Peaceful,
Blue Lock. That's where I'm
peaceful
going.
life.
I'm
So
going
you-
the Blue
So
Lock.
you're
That's
just
where I'm
going to
going.
Japan.
You're just
Yeah,
going
see?
to live a normal life. Just
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
get to
I'm just
watch
going
some
the Blue
cool
Lock.
soccer
You
games,
know
I
what?
guess.
Good enough. I can go watch Nagi and Isagi go play soccer all day. I'm chilling.
You
Call
see,
a
I
vacation.
thought about this, and it'd either be an isekai world or My Hero.
Yeah, like My Hero is such like, yeah, you can be like, oh yeah, I'm not the main character, but I'm still
Because-
technically a hero though.
Like, if you go to an isekai, you don't have to do anything wrong. You can literally just live a life in a
Yeah.
fantasy world.
You're not wrong.
Like, and how fun would that be?
Like
Exactly.
for Hunter x Hunter, I could go learn Nen but not be a hunter and just use Nen in my everyday
Exactly.
life.
Yeah.
Or hell,
It's like going to-
I could still go be a hunter. You don't have to get into the dangerous stuff that Gon, Killua, Leorio, or like not even Leorio. He became a hunter and now he's studying to be a doctor. Like you don't have to go do the dangerous stuff that Kurapika, Gon, and Killua does when you become a hunter.
No, you don't. That's the beauty of it.
That's the best part.
So, Hunter x Hunter is an easy choice to just go live as a non-main character. Remember, you're not gonna
I'd say
have.
My
You're not
Hero.
gonna have.
My
This
Hero.
is why I'm arguing the My Hero claim, because you don't have
No.
main character plot armor.
Who said I had to live in Japan?
Bro, the main characters don't have main character plot armor.
Spoiler
facts.
warning.
Spoiler,
That
you're
is
right. my bad.
facts. Hey, we did not say who did what
You're right.
or what happened
Speaking
in
of the
his
main,
defense.
speaking of main character thing, people don't. A lot of people actually don't see Izuku as the main character. They see Class 1A as the main character as well.
You
I've
see
seen a lot
Zuko?
of Izuku.
I heard Zuko. I know he said Izuku, but I heard Zuko.
I heard Zuko. Like, this is Avatar. Like, oh, I mean, if you count an Avatar, they're going there. I'm gonna go learn all the elements.
Okay. Post Aang or during the 100-Year War?
During the 100-Year War, bro.
You gotta go during the war because Korra sucked.
Just
Big
because
time.
Korra sucked, the world itself was a better place.
No, it really wasn't, though.
No,
It
it
really
wasn't
wasn't.
because
The-
Korra
the-
No,
was
it
the
really
thing.
wasn't.
The, the,
No,
the,
no.
the racism between benders and non-benders was pretty bad.
Can we just go right after the war's over, like in that time
During
frame?
the
or so?
rebuild, during the rebuild time, where apparently
just
we're getting a
saying.
new cartoon that's actually
Yeah, we are coming to Netflix.
going to that,
Yup.
doing that time period.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, Netflix.
I'm just saying.
Like
Don't
to
know
see,
the date, but
to see
Netflix.
Toph build up the
Let's see.
police force, to see
Like, if we can
all
go,
of them
like,
build
if we're
the
picking
world
that,
up.
like, if
It
we can
was
pick that
what,
time
like-
frame, then it's Avatar, no brainer.
It was
Yeah.
like, what, 20 years between
Yeah.
More
and
than 20.
War?
more than 20.
Was it more than 20?
Because you have to remember, Aang's son is in his like 40s with his own kids.
Oh, you're true. That's right. You're right. Yeah.
Like,
Then I'm
how
picking
old
that
is
then.
Aang's son?
No point. No questions asked.
I don't remember how old Tencent is, but the problem is that
Tencent.
even when Aang was still alive, they had cars and stuff. So even then, like from the end of Avatar to the beginning of, Republic
Tenzin
City,
is 51.
big gap.
Yeah. So I'm going right when they start the rebuild, so I can go become homies with Sokka. That's my plan.
Fair.
So
big
they
fair.
didn't even adaptate all of Korra. Because apparently
No,
they
didn't.
Tenzin
There's
dies.
still more.
Korra.
Yeah, there's
Because
still more.
Korra blows.
Yeah,
Tenzin,
they really
Tenzin
did
dies
it.
at 66. But at the
'Cause
beginning
Korra's
of
not good.
Korra, he's 51. That can't be right.
No, it can be. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of time skips in Korra.
But if you're picking Avatar, you're either going to war or right after. Because
Yeah.
either way,
You-
you're going to
you
go become
make-
friends with Sokka and
So
go drink
okay,
tea with Iroh.
in
That's
book
it.
in book one of Korra, so they covered the first 4 books of the Legend of Korra. In book 1, he's 51. In book 2 and 3, he's 52, and then in book 4, he's 55.
And
Yeah,
that's
there's a time
enough.
skip in that one. Yeah.
So there's a 50-year time skip between the end of the war and Korra.
Korra so
At minimum,
bad.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like the exponential growth in technology they had post-war made zero sense to me and made the show worse. Like,
I agree.
Why was Republic City a steampunk Western city when the entire premise of the show was it is an Eastern philosophy-based show?
But
Yep.
when there's 50 years go by,
Oh
Nah.
no! They had cars when Aang was still alive.
They did. They did. That's a problem.
It was a Western-based city when Aang was still alive.
yeah.
That's the problem.
That's a problem. That's a major
That was in
problem.
Aang's later years because
It wasn't his later years, but this was, but the thing is he was still around for it.
because what that was like, I would say that's roughly 30. Because I'd say there's
No.
probably about 10 or so years, and then Tenzin was born. So I say it's about 60 years from the end of the war.
Aang was about in
Aang
his
was
mid to early 30s when he passed away.
yeah. So that was about 20. I would say that was about 20 years prior to
Mhm.
the start of Korra.
When Aang died? No, it was earlier. There was a gap between Aang and Korra where there was no Avatar.
Yeah, I can't remember how big the gap
Because
was,
how old is Korra?
but
the start of
Korra's
not enough for me to honestly care.
like
to
late
remember.
teens, early 20s, somewhere around there. She's
she
young.
is 17 in book 1. So Aang
Yeah,
died.
late teens.
Aang would have died 18 years before Korra's birth, or 18 years
Yeah.
before the start of the series, because it's the next after the Avatar dies, one of the next babies born within that year becomes the new Avatar.
Not always. It's when the world needs an Avatar.
You learned that the hard
Cycle,
way.
but yeah.
So the timing is hopefully the new series can help with the time.
It
Yeah.
better.
So what was your vote for, Tony?
Hunter x Hunter.
So we are tied and we need to go to chat. Hunter x Hunter or Suzume? We looked at chat to decide who is moving on.
All I have to say is Godspeed.
We got one
think
vote
that's
for
enough
Hunter x
said.
Hunter. This man was bashing Hunter x Hunter so much. Now he's defending it.
I really
But do
win
you notice
just
it's
to
only for
annoy
the same
Sage.
character?
Still,
No one else.
you flipped.
Yes, let's go.
You still flipped. Blonde girl also
I didn't
votes for
flip.
Hunter x Hunter. You did.
No, hey, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the show, but I fucking love Killua. Killua literally is the only reason why I got through it. And who do I keep mentioning only? Killua, besides saying Gon is the worst main character I've ever seen in my life.
Listen. I'm just saying. I voted for Hunter x Hunter just to make Sage a little annoyed that we knocked out Suzume and Hunter x Hunter progressed to one more.
I respect it, Tony. I respect it.
That was a bit upsetting.
So, with that, Hunter x Hunter wins 4-2 over Suzume.
No. Killua wins 4-2 over Suzume.
Specifically, Killua.
Going to
Just
round,
no one else. No one
round
else made
2,
it. Just he
match
did.
2, we have Pokemon versus Heavenly Delusion.
Oh,
Sage,
thank God it's
you're
not
up
One
first.
Piece. Thank God.
No, Pokemon won't meet One Piece till the
Pokemon.
finals.
Oh, thank Christ.
He should have just says till the finals.
Yeah, we all know it's making it there.
Tucker,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
your vote?
Pokemon, duh.
Tony,
Pokemon.
my vote's for Heavenly Delusion.
No! Bad. Gotta keep Pokemon, catch them all them
I
ones.
don't. I was never a huge fan of the Pokemon anime. I like the Pokemon manga because it is a
Go.
lot darker.
I need you to go rewatch Indigo League.
I have. I already did.
It's so good.
It is not. Maybe in a child's eyes, it's good.
Nah,
But
that's
as
good.
someone
That's like
who's like
your
favorite,
childhood.
as someone whose favorite genre is like or demographic is seinen, with the likes of
Yeah.
Berserk, Tokyo Ghoul.
Well, guess
I'll even
what?
say Claymore, even though it's not a seinen.
But
Heavenly Delusion, Made in Abyss, Pokemon is just to
Pokemon's
me.
so damn good. So good.
And you have the eyes of a child.
It's perfectly fine. I'd rather have that.
I am more mature, and I blame Berserk on that.
I don't even get your argument, bro. I've also read Berserk, more of it than you, and I'm
Indigo
still voting for
League's-
Pokemon.
Dude,
Like,
Indigo League is pure flames. You're missing it. You're literally missing it.
I also don't get what you're saying with like the maturity thing. It's just people have their tastes.
Tony,
and
you're also
Pokemon-
still a child.
I'm not a
No.
child. I'm
No,
legally an adult.
Pokemon is just good. Indigo League is just insanely good.
Indigo League is overrated.
No, it's not. It is perfect.
Why do
Coming
you?
from the- this is literally-
Indigo League was
it's
one of the
literally
lowest
Pokemon
rated.
fan.
It was literally the lowest rated of the main storyline Pokemon.
Literally
That's fine,
three-
but no one
three
else has
Pokemon
Squirrel
fans.
Squad.
This is the one Digimon fan.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Digimon
One
has some more
Pokemon-
mature themes.
I like
One's
I
calling
like
Pokemon overrated, the
Digimon
other's
as well.
saying
Squirtle
I like
Squad
both.
solos Digimon.
Hey,
closed.
They're both good.
Squirtle Squad.
Yeah.
Case closed.
But Portal Squad.
Either way, Pokemon still wins 3-1.
Portal Squad rocking the Kamuna glasses before Kamuna did.
You already know, Tony.
Oh god. We have Eden Zero versus To Your Eternity. And this is an easy one for me. I have to go with To Your Eternity. Tony?
To Your Eternity.
Taco?
Eden Zero. Sorry, I like Fairy Tail.
Fair.
Is it because of Happy?
Yeah.
Because
Wait, no.
the
Because of Fairy Tail?
well, the blue cat in Eden Zero is also called Happy.
Oh, well, fair enough. No, but I didn't get the chance to watch Eden Zero yet. You told me the same guy who did Fairy Tail did that,
Yeah.
so I really like Fairy
I
Tail.
mean, you can
so
see it in the
I'm
art
going with that
style.
one.
The main character looks like Gray. The main female looks like Lucy. You have the blue hair chick that looks like a more grown up Wendy. The other blonde dude looks like what the hell? Makarov's father. The redhead
The Russian?
looks exactly like Urza. And then the blue cat is literally called Happy. It's like it's a carbon cut copy of Fairy Tail put in a futuristic sci-fi world.
Remember, no Russian.
He said Makarov, and that's the first thing I thought of.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my!
So fair.
We all did that mission without a second thought.
Nope. I walked
I don't
in
know
like
what
it's a
you're talking
fucking
about.
blaze of glory.
So do you know the actual right way that mission was intended to be played, and it makes sense when you look at the like ending sequence when Makarov kills the undercover agent. You weren't supposed to shoot any of the civilians. You're supposed to shoot the ceiling.
Whoops!
Hey, we're just all fucked in the head, okay?
That's how that mission was intended, because one of the lines at the later,
Look.
one of the lines towards the end after he shoots him was like, the American thought he could deceive us. And you don't really hear it, and they don't give subtitles for it, but you can hear like one of the other guys say, yeah, he didn't kill anybody. You can hear it more in the remastered version. You weren't supposed to kill anybody in that mission.
Hey! I followed his lead. That's what I did.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
did. No
Hey,
questions.
I got told. Hey,
Yeah.
they said before we loaded in that mission, you must do do what you need to not break cover. All right, got you. Okay, we're shooting up an airport.
Remember,
Okay,
no
okay.
Russian.
All right.
Okay, we can all agree. We all did it once, no thoughts asked. But if you can't hit and restart mission, you have problems. Okay?
Yeah. I may or may not have
There's
played that
multiple
campaign like
runs of the
5
campaign.
times. because I played it on every
So
difficulty.
I
and
played
then
that campaign a lot.
That's different.
I played it on every difficulty, and then the remastered version, which I have yet to finish my first playthrough, the remastered edition.
That's different.
So the
But
answer looks
Sage,
so
what is
good.
your vote for?
I'm gonna give my vote to 2 Year Eternity.
So we all want psychological mental problems.
No, we all have them.
2 Year
Oh,
Eternity
I've had them since about like maybe the
messes
fifth
with your
grade.
mind, dude. It
Oh,
messes with
there
your
it
mental
is.
state.
Follow Makarov's lead.
All right. And in the final match of round 2, we have
See,
Golden
I followed
Kamuy.
orders. I'm a good soldier.
We have Golden Kamuy versus One Piece, and this is pretty easy. But Sage, you're up first. What is your vote?
It's gonna be for the rubber man himself, Luffy.
Taco?
I'm going with Luffy. I'm going with One Piece here.
Now you're only voting for Luffy.
Strictly Luffy, no one else. Not even
Zoro's
Zoro.
better. Zoro's better.
No, believe it or not, Luffy is my favorite character. Probably until I meet Law in the anime, it'll probably change. But
Zoro is my favorite.
understandably so. Zoro's the shit.
The only other character to really come close to Zoro for favorite character is Buggy.
I thought you were gonna say Chopper.
No,
No,
no, but he's
Buggy.
right though. Buggy.
I love Buggy. Buggy's great.
Tony, what's your vote?
Speaking of which, my vote is for Buggy. So
Strictly Buggy, no one else. Love it.
My
you know what's
vote.
crazy? I went to Hot Topic today and saw 2 Buggy figures, 2 Buggy Funkos.
Oh, one's
I almost
one,
grabbed it.
was one the exclusive?
I think so.
Yeah,
The Hot Topic
I have
exclusive
that,
one?
I have that one.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, I have a Law Pop
Right.
now.
Do you? Nice.
Yeah. Trafalgar D. Waterloo Pop. Oh, shit, spoilers.
It's
What do you mean
fine.
spoilers? His last name? Nah,
That's
okay.
a Dressrosa spoiler because he's only known as Trafalgar Law up until Dressrosa.
Nah.
Remember, Jump Force is a game. We get to see his full name anyway.
Does Jump Force
Exactly.
have his name as Trafalgar D. Waterlaw?
Probably.
Y'all.
Wow,
Jump Force doesn't care.
Force.
Jump Force doesn't care about spoilers. They're awful.
No,
for that.
it's a video game.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is Law.
yeah.
We get that as his full
Jump
name
Force
once,
is
and then he
really-
never goes by it again.
Well, Yellow Japan.
Wow.
I don't know what to really tell you there.
My vote is
I don't know
also
what to tell you
for
there.
my vote. Here, I'm going to take this a different way. Y'all said characters. My vote
Yeah,
is
kinda.
for Eiichiro Oda himself.
How funny
That's not
would
a
it be
character
if
in the
Oda
show.
also wrote Golden Kamuy?
That'd be pretty funny.
It would
That
be
means a
funny,
vote split.
but Oda only has one series under his belt, and that is One Piece.
Yeah.
His second series is getting animated this
Yeah,
whatever.
that's all he needed.
Me and you
That
talked
is
about
not
it.
a series. That is a one shot, and that is actually in the same unit. That is in the same world as One Piece.
The more
main,
you know.
The main character of Monster is Ryuma Shimasuki. Who
I
is
thought
a
it was
real-
Johan.
Who is a real character in One Piece. You meet his zombie in Thriller Bark.
I thought it was Johan.
And SBS spoiler here, he is Zoro's ancestor.
I thought that was Yami Sukihiro.
No, Yami and Zoro are the same person.
Damn,
Exactly.
I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Don't
Sage
you-
was watching an
don't you
episode the
see
other
that
day, and Zoro's walking at somebody, and he has like the purple aura. I was like, look, he is Yami.
Don't you remember that
That
one?
is,
That
wow,
one
that
OVA
is
where
big
Zoro got lost?
spoilers.
Not really.
Yeah, because
It's
that
like
purple
500 episodes in.
that purple aura, that's from the raid
No,
of
that purple aura's-
Onigashima.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed purple.
That it's green. He has green aura. Well, green and purple.
Nah,
he has in
that-
Onigashima. Purple
That
aura.
was purple.
Purple aura comes from Enma.
Say that was purple.
He does not get purple aura until
I was
he
gonna say-
gets the sword
Until at
Enma.
least Wano. Yeah, at least until Wano.
I was gonna say there was a dark purplish aura whenever
Punk
he was in
Hazard.
Punk Hazard.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Okay. Oh. Oh, okay.
See, that's what I
That
saw.
might
That's
have
not a
been
major spoiler.
foreshadowing.
Regardless, I saw
Oh,
purple.
wait.
I was like, oh, look, he is Yami. See, I'm not going crazy.
Which Punk Hazard is ain't so. It's actually a pretty decent one.
See, I ain't going crazy.
I'm gonna have to go back to Punk Hazard and find what you're
Hold
talking
on, I will
about.
get the. Oh damn, the clip got claimed. It might have been.
Because even before time skip, like at Water 7, when he uses Ashura, it's golden and blue.
Yeah.
And it's not purple and golden until Onigashima. Because he doesn't start, as far as I remember, he doesn't start to have purple aura until he starts wielding Enma. Because that purple aura actually comes from Enma.
That could have been his armament hockey.
I think that's what it is. It's not purple, it's actually black, and that's his hockey.
Regardless, in Jump Force, he has purple, so...
That's
still
because of
flares.
Enma.
Well, still.
Because they
I mean,
actually
we've already discussed.
one of
Unfortunately,
the
a good spoiler.
one of the patches on Jump Force actually put Enma into Jump Force instead of the Shunsui. Even the Shunsui had a slight purple aura to it, the one he got from Ryuma. But
So, I don't know.
Enma
I just looked
is
over
what
and I
gives
saw
him
purple.
a purple
I was like,
aura.
oh, look, he is Yami.
Like here, I'll put it in a chamber. This is when this is a slight spoiler, but this is when he first holds Enma. That's when he first holds Enma. That is Enma's aura, the sword's aura.
So, I don't know. I used to look like this man was like glowing purple, not like that. It was just like an aura.
Yeah, so the way hockey works, like here, this is before he wields Enma. This is also from, but you can see the purple on the blade. That is his armament hockey. That's what that is. Zoro's armament hockey has always had a slight purple tint to it, and I think that was foreshadowing Enma.
Could have been.
Because Oda is also the king of foreshadowing. Ooh. Alright, with that said, we are on our semi-finals where we have our 1 seed and 14 seed. Hunter x Hunter versus Pokemon. And I'm going to roll the D4 once again to find out who's going first. 3. Taco, you're first. Taco?
Alright, guys, do we want to just get Hunter x Hunter to the end anyway? Should be funny with it.
I'm gonna vote for Hunter x Hunter. Psych, Pokemon catch them all, them dubs.
Tony?
Pokemon.
I'm voting for Hunter x Hunter.
You!
This guy's actually crazy.
Sage?
Sadness.
I'm also voting Pokemon.
So Pokemon
Sadness.
wins 3-1.
This man's insane.
Semifinal 2, we have To Your Eternity versus One Piece.
Wow, it's not like this was predictable at all.
Sage, you're up.
All right, voting for Frankie.
Yep, I'm voting for Eiichiro Oda, the Goda himself. Tony?
I gotta use my pass.
Alright, Taco?
I'm voting for we're gonna vote for Sanji.
Sanji. Speaking of Sanji, Taz Skylar did an amazing job playing him in the live action.
So have yet to watch that.
You definitely should. You'll notice the differences, but oh my god, were they well worth it. The differences are Oda, because Oda's the one who made these changes to the story. And the changes were perfect. Like I enjoyed the East Blue Saga more than I originally did. They made Syrup Village good. They made the worst arc of the East Blue good.
How about Usopp shit?
Yeah.
So that, yeah, that was.
They also
that was
made
That was
like,
pretty damn bad.
they turned
Can't
up
agree.
they turned up the horror in Syrup Village as well. Like Syrup Village, Orangetown, and Arlong, not Arlong Park the Ark, just Arlong in general. The horror factor was turned up on them.
Nice.
And Buggy's introduction, but the two best. I gave 5 honorable performance mentions last night during the wormhole, because 5 of them were, you can't even rate them. They were that perfect. That was Emily Rudd as Nami, John Ward as Mihawk, Jeff Ward as Buggy, Lang Lee as Garp, and Taz Skylar as Sanji. Because Taz Skylar went and learned how to cook gourmet meals and even got advice from freaking Gordon Ramsay for this role.
Ooh, all right.
That's called
They
commitment.
went all out. Yeah.
He went to several different kickboxing dojos, including Thai kickboxing, to learn Sanji's fight style.
That's just called commitment. I
And then,
respect
like,
that.
out of the
don't get in
main
a fight with that guy.
out of the main 5, Maki Enu, the guy who plays Zoro, and Emily Rudd have both been fans of One Piece for over a decade. Maki Enu has been a fan of One Piece since it started, pretty much. And then
That's called dedication right there.
Buggy, oh my god, he portrayed Buggy perfectly. It broke the live action curse. It's number 1 on Netflix still. Like, you know how Netflix does its top 10s?
Mm-hmm.
It's number 1 still.
Hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful. But with that said, Tony, we're back to you.
Oh. You know, I think I'm going to vote for Crocodile.
Oh, good pick.
Crocodile.
That's one of Sage's favorites.
What a curveball.
What do you mean curveball?
It's one of Sage's favorites, though. Honestly, he
Also,
loves
a
crocodile.
curveball.
Oh,
So
I don't think he expected a
What?
crocodile vote out of you.
dude, bro, I don't even know what that man's doing.
this was
I
the
haven't seen, I haven't
final
heard or
that
seen
I
anything.
predicted. I predicted this being the final.
I literally said how predictable when we got into the Reg 2 because it's like, I mean, come on.
Well, did you think Hunter x Hunter was gonna make it? Because no.
You hold
Hey, you
way
had
too
hope-
much
you had
fucking
brought hope
hate
there
for
for a
Hunter x
second.
Hunter.
Yes, I do, but it's okay.
Like, I don't think I hold hate over a series as much as you hold hate over Hunter x Hunter.
All I have to mention is the stairs.
The stairs?
Yep. First arc. It took them 6 episodes to get up some fucking stairs.
How about the Hunter exam?
Yes! It was 6 episodes to get up some steps.
That was a 15-kilometer run, you know.
Regardless, 6 episodes of going upstairs.
You go run 15 kilometers and see how long it takes you.
I don't know what a kilometer is in distance because we don't use that system.
Kilometers are 1,000 miles and not 1,000 miles. What the hell? 1,000 meters. A meter is roughly 3 feet, so it's roughly 3,000 feet.
9.3 miles is 15 kilometers. Go run 9 miles.
Say 9 miles?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't take me 6 episodes.
You realize each episode is 23 minutes.
I am aware.
You realize that it takes, I would say, about, I used to have to run a mile and a half, and it took me about roughly 10 minutes. My fastest time was a 10:15 for a mile and a half.
Just let you know, the 6 episodes plus the 23 minutes, that's 138 minutes to get up some steps.
2 hours and 18 minutes to get upstairs? Damn.
That's a lot.
So the fastest,
but how
a
long was
good
theirs?
average 15K is an hour and 16 minutes.
how long were the stairs? Was it the 15 kilometers? Is that where that number came from?
No, the stairs weren't just part of it.
The stairs
Okay.
were the last like kilometer
Okay.
of the thing.
I'm not gonna
And
blame
that
them
took
then. If they came
6
out-
episodes.
Yeah, but Taco, think about it. Imagine how their knees are feeling like about halfway, maybe even a quarter up those
I
stairs
get that.
after the 15K. For their
I get
kids,
that.
they don't have long legs.
I get that. But still, that's a lot of episodes to
The
get us some
world
stairs.
record for a 15K is only 40 minutes. But anyway, we got the final One Piece versus Pokemon. And I'm going to roll the D4 one last time this week. 4. Tony, you're first.
I can't believe we all went first.
We did all go first this week.
That's
Wow.
crazy. And I hate this, so I'm gonna pass.
I also hate this, but it's an easy vote for me. It's One Piece for me all day, every day. Sage?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna vote for Cotton Candy Loving Chopper.
I like to hear. Taco?
Pass.
Tony, we're back to you.
You asshole.
Oh, Tony, stop. I'm blushing.
Oh, what do I vote for? I love
One of the
Pokemon
two
as a
shows?
Series.
I'm
No,
such
really?
an ass. You vote for Mr. Mime.
You think you vote for me voting for Mr. Mime?
Yep.
Oh, I hate
Either
this.
Mr. Mime or Wobbuffet. One of the two.
What? What? Buffet.
Squirtle.
See? Squirtle Squad. See? Even Squirtle
Oh,
Squad
oh,
demolishes
shit.
Digimon.
Hey. My favorite Pokemon, one of them, that's pretty much a tie, is Eevee and Gengar. And I have a little baby Eevee.
Okay, Eevee kind of overrated, except for the evolves,
The
but
evolutions. But you know who else
yeah.
I have that is going to be
Eevee's
going...
overrated. Eevee's another mascot of the damn series. Meanwhile, Charizard's just thrown in everywhere where he doesn't belong. So
I mean,
That's
they literally
fine.
made, like...
Charizard's not my favorite
with
Pokemon, man.
Pokemon Let's Go, they made the two versions. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I straight up bought the Let's Go Eevee version.
I have it as
See, like I said, the evolutions of Eevee are kind of cool. I just don't like Eevee as a Pokemon straight up, though. Like Vaporeon and all them are
Let's see,
really
can you
cool.
guess what this is?
No?
well. Here, I can't see it, so I have to.
Yeah, me either.
wait.
It's coming. It's coming. And he's going right next to Eevee.
That's a Digimon. I know that. I don't know its name.
It's
That is a sin.
Potamon.
That's a
it's
sin.
TK's rookie Digimon.
That is a sin.
He digivolves into Angemon.
He could get the hell out of here. Anyway,
Ah,
I don't know. Ever since that Digimon
I
stuff,
need to stop at GameStop and pick up Gomamon.
I'm really struggling.
This is a tough one.
Why did that disappear and not come back yet?
You know what?
There we go.
My vote is gonna be for Pokemon.
Bruh.
All right, Taco, what is your vote?
Don't feel bad, Tony. I'm seconding that vote.
Wow, and we have to go to chat for the final One Piece.
You know
between-
why I'm voting for that? First Pokemon movie. That's why.
Pokemon movie 2000 is also a pretty good one.
Wow. The fact that we have to go to chat
those
for
are
One
right.
Piece versus Pokemon.
Tony, you missed the conversation. This was like last week. I think it was after the podcast.
Oh boy.
But we agreed that Pokemon 2000 solos Digimon of everything they've ever
We
made.
did not agree on that. I
Yes,
love
we
that
did.
movie. I love that movie.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. You're like, yeah, Pokemon 2000 kind of just solos Digimon.
Lady Sage
Don't
votes
go
for
back
One
now.
Piece.
I remember.
Oh, you guys, you don't know what you're talking
And the
about.
blonde girl also votes for One Piece.
You guys
Oh
don't
my-
know what you're
I'm talking so much shit after this.
Thank God.
Hope they don't got Pokemon Go on their phones no more, but uninstall that shit.
Good.
Anyway.
We got a new opening for One Piece as well this week.
I did see you say that, but I did not listen to it.
Sad note,
Alright, Lady Sage,
Pokemon
like
has the
Pokemon,
best
so
opening of all
why
time
did you
compared to One
vote?
Piece.
And with
Uh-huh.
that, the winner of the best adventure anime is One Piece. Cope got it right. I got it wrong. I thought I was going to be the only one voting for One Piece this week.
Bro, literally,
Because
like, I don't
Kush
get
isn't
it.
here.
They're saying they like Pokemon,
So-
and yet they are not voting for it. Like,
Exactly.
I
It makes
understand.
no sense.
Look,
But here's the thing with One Piece. Why it actually deserves to be the winner of this. The records that it's broken.
That's fine.
The
and dandy
world
when
building
Pokemon-
of it. The
But
adventure
when
of the
Pokemon
story.
is,
The
but when Pokemon is literally
adventure
based
of
on the adventure
story.
of the show, the whole
so
time,
yeah, this thing is all about the whole thing's about adventure.
the whole time for Pokemon. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing for One Piece too. You're adventuring the seas of the world to find the One Piece. It's one big adventure after another.
Difference is the One Piece is a dream. With Ash accomplished was real.
Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry,
Luffy
what?
doesn't want to run. What falls in his hand?
The One Piece is real. Whitebeard
Oh my
confirmed that
God.
himself.
Nah, it's a dream. We all know it.
The One
Yeah,
Piece
guess
is
what?
real.
Guess what? The One Piece may be real. Luffy hasn't gotten it yet. It's
Ash
not
already-
even his
No,
real
yeah,
dream.
yeah. The adventure
Ash
is still
accomplished
going
his
on.
dream.
Ash already did it.
The adventure
Ash
is still
is-
going on. That's what makes it's been 26
And guess
years
what?
and the adventure's
Ash
still
is
going
big.
on.
Pokemon's still going. So I'll tell you.
I agree with Tony.
Pokemon's still going, but it's not Ash's Pokemon. It's not the Pokemon you
Ace.
think.
No, because
Close.
Ash already accomplished what he wanted to do before Luffy found the One Piece, so that's a dub.
Yeah, it took him what 20 plus years without aging. Luffy actually.
Yeah, that's
aged.
fine. It took Luffy 26 plus
3
years, and he
years?
still hasn't found the One Piece yet.
Luffy's aged. Luffy's actually grown mentally more mature as well with every arc.
Okay, that's
Hey.
the writer's fault. That's not Ash's fault.
Hey. You said it took Ash 20 plus years to stay the same age and won the same thing, but it took 26 plus years and Luffy still hasn't found the One Piece yet.
Because it's a harder adventure. It's a longer adventure.
Oh no, being
though? Is
Pokemon
it
League
though?
champion sounds pretty tough if Ash couldn't do it with everything he had.
Ash had the biggest
Well, One
chance
Piece
to
was
do
so
it,
easy to
but
find.
When?
he
And-
basically
When?
refused to because he could have easily won the league years ago.
What do you have?
It's just thing called plot.
Exactly, that's the thing with
No,
One Piece.
that's a dream. We already
Luffy has
found we figured
One
that out.
Piece, One Piece has one of the best plots in all of fiction.
I will not lie that Ash is not a weak protagonist, but he's not a very
He's not the
smart
best.
one.
We
He's not
can't
the
agree
best,
with that.
but he's
He's
not
not the
bad.
best. No, not in the slightest.
Definitely not Gold
Ash
level.
sucks.
He's
Yeah,
better
no,
than
Ash
smarter
sucks.
than Goku.
Gone.
Way better than Gold.
So Cope was right with his prediction.
I'm not really surprised either.
Yeah, I'm not really too shocked by that, honestly. If Pokemon didn't make it to the finals, I would have voted for One Piece.
Straight up.
You were one of the people who got Pokemon to the finals. I voted
Yes,
against.
I
I
am.
stuck to my word. I voted against Pokemon every freaking round.
Congratulations.
Hey.
I
I
mean,
thought Pokemon
it was
better.
up against Made in Abyss, Heavenly Delusion. Now, the semifinal was kind of a toss-up. I was like, okay, Hunter x Hunter or Pokemon.
That shouldn't even be a question in your head for that, in all honesty.
And yet he's
Chop
still
Chop
voting
for the win. Are you saying Chop Chop as in chopper, or Chop Chop as the Bara Bara no Mi, the Chop Chop fruit? Taco is just salty. Yeah, he's salty.
Yeah, bitching.
Well, tacos are all salty, so
I mean,
They can be.
he dissed Hunter x Hunter so hard and then voted for it up until the semifinal.
You voted for Hunter x Hunter against Pokemon.
Okay,
That's a
You're getting merit points for
I enjoy the world
saying
building.
Hunter x Hunter and then
I
voting.
don't bash Hunter x Hunter like you do.
Because Hunter x Hunter deserves to be bashed.
what the hell is this?
Chopper, okay.
Taco, you get 1 million merit points for that bullshit you pulled earlier.
Bro, I literally look at
I
Pokemon and gift.
I don't-
Second thing.
I don't bash Hunter x Hunter
Wait,
like you do.
oh.
Killer. Cope votes Pokemon. Cope votes Pokemon. So,
It wouldn't
I don't
help
know,
it.
guys.
It would be 4-3.
yeah, but he's actually part of the cast, not chat. So, I take his vote over chat's words. So actually, Pokemon wins, but
Hey, don't tell Luffy you're trying to take his win away from him.
No, he'd be okay with the win being taken away. As long as I didn't take away his food, we alright.
we should give him food. That's exactly it.
Exactly.
See,
He might.
This is what we do.
No,
This is what we do.
Usopp would be pretty pissed.
Yo!
Tony, same time. You see these three fuckers right here?
He asked who won.
You see? Okay, do you see the Squirtle Squad right here? These three people alone solo Digimon. These three Squirtle right here. That's it. That's all we need.
Let's see. We got some onigiri. We got a lemon soda, and it looks like a cutlet sandwich. It looks pretty tasty.
See, look, they already eating right too.
They really do be. Okay, let me make sure to favorite these gifts because it's important for later.
Yes, it is.
The Walk to Arlong Park, one of the best scenes pre-time skip. And they did they did that scene pretty good in the live action. He doesn't count anymore. Cope doesn't count. Oh well, too late. Should have voted with the chat.
Apparently, Luffy's trying to eat Psyduck.
He would 100% eat Psyduck.
Sign.
Putting Luffy in the Pokemon world is so bad because he would probably eat the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. You like Sanji? Cook that up.
I mean, what do you think people eat in the Pokemon world? They ain't got real animals.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they like got this thing. Literally this thing.
What the fuck is that?
Literal pig.
Talk about Slowking.
No. Lechonk.
Oh my god.
Hey, and you have to remember, we didn't mention him tonight, but we definitely should.
Brook the Bone Man.
Why does that fit with that dancing Pikachu so
I literally
well?
laughed at that.
Alright, well that's the best adventure. Stay tuned to the YouTube. We'll have One
Brooks
Piece chapter
rolling. Brooks is low-key
1091.
rolling up with that one.
We'll have One Piece chapter 1091 reaction tomorrow.
Man, I'm about to go to
YouTube.
Woodstock.
My Hero chapter 399 on Tuesday. This will be uploaded on Wednesday, so make sure you check out the links in the description. Get yourself some Rogue Energy. Why am I blanking? Yesterday's Wormhole will be up on Thursday. We talked about character differences and character performances of the One Piece live action. And this Saturday, I believe we are going to be doing the fall fall preview because even though we have the MHA quirks part 2 and part 3, I think we're gonna save those quirk rankings for weeks where we don't have
Tell me you saw that, Tony.
MHA chapters, and since it's a break week next week for MHA, we'll be doing part 2 of that next week.
Holy shit!
In place of the MHA chapter. So fall preview this Saturday for the wormhole, and that's about it. Anyone else got anything else to say?
Don't forget to go get you some Rogue. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Leave a comment of who you think should have won Best Adventure, or who you think should have been included in the bracket for Best Adventure but wasn't.
Bro, is that the white tiger sword from Power Rangers?
No, that's Zoids, man.
That straight up looks like the white tiger sword. Changed my mind.
No, it's Zoids. It's literally the name of the show.
Funny.
Yeah, Zoids is great. But you're a little too young for Zoids though.
Probably.
Zoids is pretty old.
Watch out, Taco. They're rapidly approaching.
Oh my god.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Stay home and get rumbled.
Adios.